I've never felt this proud to be a woman in the industry than I do today. And that's because I actually feel comfortable with every single woman that has encouraged me. But how crucial it is that the voices that are being heard for the first time is so great, and I'm so grateful for all the older women who have lifted all of us up, because I couldn't be here without any of you. So thank you for all of you that have inspired so many girls who don't feel like they have a voice.
So do not set impossible goals of meeting those fake standards. It's unrealistic to think that your body or my body will ever look like anyone else's. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You can be naturally beautiful with acne or scars, cellulite, or curves. So let's celebrate each other and ourselves as we are, as we will be, and as we were meant to be.
The most amazing thing was to discover that it would be the women in our industry who would have my back and show me the most vocal support at one of the most difficult times, and I will never, ever forget it. In the last 10 years, I have watched as women in this industry are criticized and measured up to each other and picked at for their bodies, their romantic lives, their fashion. I've learned that the difference between those who can continue to create in that climate usually comes down to this: who lets that scrutiny break them and who just keeps making art.
If I'm being honest, to me, being a woman is not about being brave or being strong or being powerful. It's not about being anything specific. It is just about giving yourself permission to be the things that you already are, which seems very easy, but it is not, because women have been conditioned to fit into boxes, usually tiny, pretty, sparkly boxes with bows on them, generally. So to me, the idea of womanhood is someone who sheds the perfect little box and owns their complexity.
I know that a girl's education not just empowers families, but communities and economies. A result of her education, we all do better. It's just as simple as that. As entertainers and influencers sitting in this room, I feel that it's our social responsibility to be a voice for the voiceless, which is why I applaud each and every woman in this room for being such a badass.
My general motto in my life for years has been, if somebody says no, you're talking to the wrong person. And I think that there's so many times in life that I have taken no for an answer and regretted it later. And I think the older you get and the more experienced you become in life and as a mom or in business or anything that you're doing in your life, you just become more mature. Because being a boss and being in charge is a very brave thing to do.
We women in Hollywood, we are voices. We have deep thoughts and ideas and beliefs and values about the world, and we have the power to speak and be heard and fight back when we are silenced.
I'm here to help you understand that true beauty is okay with being who you are. And being okay with who you are is a revolutionary act, you guys. It really is. And making someone else feel good about who they are, that's downright heroic. And check me out, Wonder Woman, I'm a superhero too.
I didn't grow up with things being handed to me. I had to work hard, I had to dedicate myself, and I had to be determined, and I was. Even outside of sport, it could be education, it could be business, it could be anything. It requires discipline and hard work and determination. And most importantly, it requires self-belief, because like me, some people might not believe in you, but you have to believe in you. And sometimes you're going to be your own cheerleader, and you have to be your biggest and your best cheerleader. So to all you young athletes, take that to heart and never stop believing in yourself, and really always support who you are.
What is it in your life that you think you cannot accomplish? Or what is it that people have said that you cannot do? Wouldn't it feel really good to prove them all wrong? Because I believe ambition is not a dirty word. It's just believing in yourself and your abilities. Imagine this. What would happen if we were all brave enough to believe in our own ability, to be a little bit more ambitious? I think the world would change.
There is nothing you have to do for worth. You don't have to hustle for it. You don't have to barter for it. You have to do nothing but be born. Beautiful thought.
I don't get on a stage and not say what I mean. So sorry to Glamour for cursing too often, but I've never really been the type that would soften. A message I'm passionate about in my bones. So if you're offended and viewing at home, I'm here to say that I am not sorry for being inconvenient. You were not put on this earth to make everybody else's life easier, so please be inconvenient.
As women, we have to start appreciating our own worth and each other's worth. Seek out strong women to befriend, to align yourself with, to learn from, to be inspired by, to collaborate with, to support, to be enlightened by.
What I know for sure is that speaking your truth is the most powerful tool we all have. And I'm especially proud and inspired by all the women who have felt strong enough and empowered enough to speak up and share their personal stories. For too long, women have not been heard or believed if they dared to speak their truth to the power of those men. But their time is up. Their time is up.